My name is Teacher Paula, and I am definitely not in my online classroom. I am on my way to my brick and mortar school. During this coronavirus outbreak, the school has canceled for children. As of now, all of the staff is still going. They are saying we are going because we are essential to these children, and we need to come up with a plan on how we're going to teach them remotely. So that's what our plan is for today. We are each meeting in our own room so that we are isolated. We're going to be doing a Google Hangout. I've never done a Google Hangout, so I don't know what any of that is. And so that's how we're having our meeting. And we're going to figure out from there what steps we're going to take, what is available to us, and exactly what is available to our children. I work in a very low-income school district, and the school I work at is probably 90% free or reduced lunches. We serve 13 different languages of children. Most of them are in families of at least 3 or more children. They have parents who do not speak English, and a lot of them, I do know, have phones, because that's kind of an in general thing nowadays. Nearly everybody has a phone, but I know that most of them do not have computers or internet. So I know they get things that they have their data on their phones and they're able to watch YouTube videos, because some of my kids have told me that. Now, I'm a little bit different than our classroom teachers because I am a reading recovery teacher, so I work one-on-one with children, and I see 5 kids every day for 30 minutes, and then I do small groups. I'm going to guess that the small groups may not happen, and I'm hoping to do some type of face-to-face online, and I'm hoping to do some type of online, at least reading, and maybe working on some sight words or something, or blends or something with my reading recovery kids, because they're all first graders. They're struggling students. They're also ones that do not read their books at home in the evenings with their families, and so I know that other than probably what they might be getting from me or their classroom teacher, reading is not going to happen. And that's a sad thing, but it's just how the world is, and we're just going to find out today how we're going to approach this, and I will keep you updated. I just wanted to get started in my journey, and my journey of educating during the coronavirus. I'm set up in Google, getting ready for our Google Hangout. Every teacher, staff member is one in a classroom so that we're not near each other.
Or did y'all go gallivanting everywhere?
No, we've been quarantined.
You've been quarantined? How about you, Debbie?
Pretty much self-quarantine.
Yeah. So, Laura, did y'all go to Oklahoma City?
No,
Yeah.
just at home.
Yeah. How about you see that you go to your mom or anything?
Now I'm on my way home on my first day back at the brick and mortar school where I work. The kids were not there. We've extended their spring break for another week. The staff did show up. We were told that we will provide education to the children, where all the classroom teachers are calling each student. They are going to be asking the parents if they have internet service, if they have a device which they can get on, such as a Chromebook, an iPad, a computer that has a camera and a microphone. All of our 3rd and 4th graders will be given a Chromebook, because we have one-to-one for Chromebooks for that grade level. We do not have one-to-one for Chromebooks for anything in pre-K, kinder, 1st, and 2nd. And then my campus is only up to 4th, so anything above that I'm not sure about. High school I know is a one-to-one with Chromebooks, so they will also have Chromebooks. At this time, our school district is working with Verizon on getting like an extra big super hotspot on steroids to cover the areas. And what will happen with that is that as soon as the kids turn on the Chromebooks, they will immediately be able to hook up to the hotspot. And that happens because it is owned by our district. The Chromebooks are owned by the district. They're going to all be synced together. Each child in our district has their own email. It's assigned to them as soon as they are enrolled. And so even pre-K, Head Start, 3-year-olds, they all have their own emails, so we could get onto once they get onto their email, which they have been taught starting in kindergarten how to get onto their emails, we can do a Google Hangout with them. It's through that. And this is only going to be able to happen if Verizon is able to help us out with the mobile hotspot that we can have to help cover everybody at that time. Otherwise, we will not be able to do that. I am a reading recovery teacher, so I do not have a classroom. I see 5 children one-on-one, like I said before. I was able to contact 2 of my children's parents. One of them does not have internet at all or a device, and so the only way that I would be able to have lessons with him is if the hotspot happens and we are able to issue him a Chromebook. His parents do not speak English, so it would only be, that is the only way that I would be able to do lessons with him. Other than that, I would be able to send a packet home. We're going to do 2 weeks worth of journal entries with our kids. We've already come up with that, started putting that together today. We're going to come up with some books that we can send home with them and trade them out. They have books with them right now that we sent home over spring break that are in a bag. We sent home extras so that they could read more. The thing about that is once they bring them to us, we will have to take those books with gloves, probably a mask, and we were told at least gloves. We then have to put those books in quarantine, yes, because the germs can stay on like a cardboard, which is what the cover of the books would be, for up to 3 days. So we would have to quarantine them. They said, our school district said no less than 5. They want to make sure that it's good and taken care of. We don't even want them quarantined in our rooms, because if they're on there, they can be airborne. I don't know that for sure, but I don't want to risk it. So we're going to have to put them in some closet that is not being used for anything else at this time. And so then we will trade out books with them once a week. If we're able to get the one-to-one, then we can do some lessons with them. We can talk to them about their journal writings. We can maybe do some flashcards with them online, have them read a book to us, see what we can do from that point. Maybe do some word work, some rhyming work, let them help us break some words apart. Things that we might normally do in a reading recovery lesson, just a little bit modified according to that. We were also told that we would be able to work at home. We must work at 8:30 to 3:30 day, 6 hours. We cannot be anywhere farther than an hour away from our school. The reason why we do that is because we do have some that commute to work here where we're at, and they do have a 45-minute commute. But we can work at home as long as we have internet and we're able to get any of that set up. As an online classroom teacher, I'm already set up, ready to go. I don't have a problem with that. I just need my kids to have the hotspot and the Chromebooks, and I can teach them. Providing breakfast and lunch for our children. At the school that I work at, a lot of our children are bused to us because we are on a major highway and we don't want them walking. So the meals will be loaded onto the buses, and they will follow the bus route that the buses normally do. Anyone under the age of 18 whether they attend our school or not, can receive a free breakfast or lunch. The only thing about that is that we will be on a rotation schedule for delivering meals on that bus, so we will be taking turns delivering the breakfast and the lunches to the children on the bus route. I am still not sure exactly how everything's going to work. There's still a lot of things up in the air, and as somebody said today, you asked me a question and I may ask you a question back because I don't know the answer. None of us know the answers at this time. We're just doing the best that we can for these children. So we will see how things go. So this is the end of my day 1 of the COVID-19 no children education. So that is the end of my day. My commute is still not over. I do drive 15 minutes one way, so 30 minutes total, which is not bad compared to some of the big cities where they have to commute farther and in a lot of traffic. So I will let you know what happens tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.